Some places on the map feel like an afterthought, a tiny dot at the edge, almost falling off the page. These are the places that often go unnoticed, yet they hold stories and secrets waiting to be discovered. Panguan Island is one of those places, a hidden gem in the vast expanse of the ocean. It's the southernmost point of the Philippines, a speck of sand and coral in the Sulu Sea, so close to Malaysia, you could almost swim there. The proximity to another country adds a layer of intrigue and complexity to its identity. This isn't a tourist spot, no resorts, no restaurants, just life on the fringe. It's a place where simplicity reigns, and the beauty of nature is unspoiled by commercialism. The people here are Sama Bajau, sea nomads, whose lives are tied to the ocean more than any flag. Their existence is a testament to the enduring bond between humans and the sea. Their identity flows with the tides, connecting them to both the Philippines and Malaysia. They navigate these waters with a deep understanding of the sea's rhythms. Here, the lines on a map feel arbitrary, drawn by people who've never felt the salt spray. The boundaries blur, and the ocean becomes a shared space. I came to see what it means to belong at the end of the line, to understand how life unfolds in these remote corners of the world. The air is thick with salt and dried fish. The soundtrack is waves and distant boat engines. It's a symphony of the sea, a melody that plays on repeat. Getting here is a journey in itself. No online bookings, just patience, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. It's an adventure that tests your resolve and rewards your curiosity. Panguan is a reminder that hidden corners still exist, places untouched by the rush of globalization. It's a sanctuary for those seeking solitude and authenticity. It's a story of resilience and identity, of calling a tiny piece of the planet your own. The people here weave their lives with the threads of tradition and survival. This is life at the edge of everything, a place where the horizon stretches endlessly, and the possibilities are as vast as the ocean itself. Borders here aren't fences, they're water, invisible lines that mean little to the people of Panguan. Family, trade, and tradition flow across to Malaysia as easily as the tides. Relatives live on both sides. Kinship is stronger than any passport. Two currencies, pesos and ringgit, are used side by side in the island's tiny stores. Fishermen sell their catch in pesos, buy rice in ringgit across the border. Life here is dictated by necessity, not politics. The closest market matters more than the flag above it. Boats, called lansa, are lifelines, connecting two worlds. The people are traders, fishermen, and family, navigating this maritime frontier with skill born of generations. Malaysian snacks, Sabah radio, and Filipino pride blend seamlessly. This isn't divided loyalty, it's dual reality. The people are a living bridge between two cultures and economies. Here, human connection is stronger than any line on a map. Getting to Panguan is a journey, one that demands patience, resilience, and a willingness to leave comfort behind. It strips away the familiar, beginning in the heart of Mindanao, where the road south feels like a step into the unknown. From there, you board a flight to Tawi-Tawi, an archipelago so remote, it feels like the country's last breath, a place where the land dissolves into the endless sea. From above, isolated emerald islands float in a turquoise expanse, each one a tiny world surrounded by water and sky. The real journey begins in Bongao, a bustling port alive with color and noise. Here you search for a lansa, no ferries, just wooden boats packed with people, supplies, and stories. The trip is slow, often uncomfortable, and always unforgettable. Hours stretch as the boat rocks over open water. At night, the sky explodes with stars, a dazzling canopy that makes you feel both small and infinite. By day, you sit shoulder to shoulder with strangers, sharing cramped benches and the simple camaraderie of the journey. There's no Wi-Fi, no distractions, just the endless sea and sky for company, forcing you to be present in the moment. This voyage filters out all but the most determined, those willing to endure discomfort for the promise of arrival. You learn patience, endurance, and the art of sharing space, passing snacks, water, and stories with fellow travelers. Each island you pass is a world unto itself, a reminder of how vast and varied this seascape truly is. The journey prepares you for Panguan, a place where life is measured by endurance, and respect for the sea is a way of survival. Only those who truly want to arrive do. The journey itself becomes a test of will and spirit. This is the price of admission to the edge, a passage that transforms you before you even set foot on land. The route from Bonggao to Panguan is a tour of the Philippines' forgotten frontier. First stop, Sibutu, home to legendary boat builders who craft lansa by hand, their skills passed down for generations. Watching them work is witnessing living tradition, boats that are the region's lifeblood. Next is Sitang Kai, the Venice of the Philippines, a town built on stilts and canals, where paddle boats replace cars. The floating market is a daily ballet of commerce. Boats loaded with fish, seaweed, and vegetables, deals shouted across the water. It's not a tourist show, it's survival. Leaving Sitang Kai, the islands thin out, the sea grows wild. The final stretch is across open water, disconnected from the world. Anticipation builds as a low-lying island appears on the horizon. Panguan. After days of travel, you've reached the end of the line. Here, the journey is as important as the destination. This is the edge. Remote, raw, and real. Arrival feels like discovery. Life in Panguan is lived between sky and sea. Homes on stilts, walkways above the water. It's necessity, not design. Protection from tides, storms, and heat. The Samabajao have turned living with water into an art. Boats are the main mode of transport. Kids paddle before they can ride bikes. The tides dictate daily life. High tide for travel, low tide for repairs and foraging. Seaweed farms stretch across the shallows, marked by bobbing bottles. Seaweed is a lifeline, planted, harvested, and dried under the sun. It brings income to families. Community is everything. Doors are open, help is shared, life is lived in the open. There's a closeness here you won't find in cities. Essentials, family, community, the sea. It's a tough life, but deeply connected to each other and the ocean. The sea isn't just a backdrop, it's the heart of everything. This is life, stripped to what matters. Panguan's beauty hides daily struggle. There's no hospital, just a distant, expensive boat ride to the nearest clinic. Illness or injury can be life-threatening. Healthcare is a luxury. Education is limited. An under-resourced elementary school, few teachers, and most kids can't afford to continue past 6th grade. Clean water is scarce. Rainwater and brackish wells are all they have. And in dry season, water must be brought in by boat. Every drop is precious. Rising sea levels are a real, present threat. Shorelines shrink, storms grow fiercer. The community is on the front lines of climate change, facing a crisis they didn't create. Life here is fragile, dependent on weather and outside resources. Yet, the desire for a better future remains strong. The people endure, adapting to every challenge. Paradise comes at a price. Survival is a daily act of resilience. The island's old name, Malamanak, means like a chicken, a nod to its shape and the people's connection to the land. Fishing is the soul of Panguan. More than a job, it's a way of life passed down for generations. The men are masters of the sea, using traditional tools and hand-carved goggles to read the water and hunt fish. Their knowledge is encyclopedic, learned from a lifetime on the waves. The catch feeds families, surplus is dried, salted, and traded. Nothing is wasted. Every fish is sustenance and survival. The smell of drying fish is the island's constant backdrop. This relationship with the sea is their core identity. It's what's kept them here for centuries. As younger generations look elsewhere, this knowledge risks being lost. The sea is both their history and their future. Walk the planks of Panguan and you'll see a rainbow. Houses painted in bright blues, yellows, reds, and greens. Color is more than decoration, it's identity, a way for families to say, this is our home. Paint is often brought from Malaysia, adding to the island's cross-border character. Painting is a community event, a moment of pride and renewal. The tradition connects Samabajao communities across the Sulu archipelago. In a world that overlooks them, these colors declare, we are here. For fishermen, the bright mosaic is a beacon, a landmark in a world of water. The colors guide them home. It's a small detail, but it speaks volumes about belonging. Joy and beauty persist, even in hardship. The rainbow on the water is a symbol of spirit and survival. At the very tip of the island, battered by sun and salt, stands a weathered concrete obelisk, proudly painted with the colors of the Philippine flag. It's a silent sentinel, watching over the restless sea and the shifting tides of history. This monument marks the southernmost point of the country, a quiet but powerful declaration of sovereignty, a statement that the Philippines extends even to this remote edge, where land meets the endless blue. For the people of Panguan, this marker is more than just concrete and paint. It's a source of deep pride, a daily reminder that they are part of a larger nation, connected to millions beyond the horizon. School children gather here, learning its significance from elders and teachers. The marker becomes a classroom, a playground, and a backdrop for the rhythms of community life, woven into their stories and memories. Yet the marker is a paradox, a border in a place where daily life flows freely across invisible lines, where the sea connects as much as it divides. Family ties and trade stretch across the water to Malaysia. Here, identity is both proudly Filipino and deeply maritime, shaped by generations of crossing and connection. The monument anchors them to the map, a fixed point in a shifting world, but their true resilience comes from living in the spaces between, adapting to tides and circumstance. They are loyal to the flag, honoring its meaning, but survival here means adapting to the realities of border life, navigating change, uncertainty, and opportunity. Standing at this edge, with Malaysia visible on the horizon, you feel the complexity and richness of life at the frontier where nations meet and cultures blend. This is a story of endurance, of vibrant color and community spirit, where every day is a celebration of survival and belonging. The people of Panguan are the true guardians of this frontier, standing together as stewards of their land and sea, protecting their way of life. They hold the line at the edge of their world, living with quiet, profound dignity, reminding us that even at the farthest reaches, the spirit of a nation endures.